everyone, welcome back to Ballet Express. Do you have what it takes to become a professional ballet dancer?
So this is going to be a 4-part series. Today's topic is going to be all about mental fortitude. So it's going to be quite a video, very enlightening hopefully, and we'll see you after the intro. Okay, so as we've mentioned before, this video is about mental fortitude, and the whole series is what it takes to be a ballet dancer. So what kind of mental fortitude does it take to be a ballet dancer? Welcome, Ballet. We'll be talking about the mental issues that some people might have as a ballet dancer and how to overcome them.
Firstly is you need to develop a thick skin, and this can go over into many different kinds of levels. Let's look at the first one. You are constantly being criticized because that's the nature of being a ballet dancer. You are always striving for perfection, not only from yourself, but as a professional, you are being paid to do your job, to perform the best that you can. And obviously the person taking the rehearsals or in charge, they are going to be looking at you with a critical eye so that you and everyone else can look the best that you can be, and also keep the company's name at a certain standard. So when a ballet master, ballet mistress gives you, they might say it in quite a negative way.
It might seem like very harsh critique.
Yes.
A lot of people tend to take it personally, and this is quite troubling.
Yes, it can be very detrimental to yourself. It can actually ruin your self-confidence.
Because then you as a person then start critiquing yourself on every single thing that you do in a negative way.
Yes.
And as dancers, yes, we are very critical of ourselves. We're always looking in the mirror, and we have to adjust our line and do things a certain way, of course. But it's very difficult to not let the criticism that your ballet master or director or whatever gives to you and not let that affect you in a negative way.
Yes, just know that they are trying to keep the company at a certain standard.
So, a few tips on how to deal with that. I would, as Jessica said, have a thick skin. The second thing is have a good group of people to laugh with.
Yes, very important.
And also, don't be afraid to laugh at yourself.
Yes.
If you make a mistake, you fall over, you do something, yes, it can be bad.
Don't take it too seriously if you don't injure yourself.
But you can have a good laugh at yourself as well. Don't be afraid to just have fun in the whole process.
And just in rehearsals, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you are applying the corrections that are given to you. Very important, because if you're not doing that, then of course you're going to get shouted at or even screamed at, and you don't want that to happen. So just do the best that you can in any job that you would do in life. Same as a ballet dancer, you have to apply those things because it is your job. It's what you get paid to do. And building on having a thick skin and criticism, it doesn't only just come from the superiors of the company, it also comes from your peers. Thinking back to when I was doing soloist roles, when you are having those studio run-throughs, you're actually more nervous for those studio and costume run-throughs than you are for the performance, because it's natural for you to worry about what people are going to think of you. I mean, try and not do that. I mean, I think we're all human and we all do think what people think about us, but that moment when you are doing a role for the first time and you're going to be doing it in the studio, everyone's interested because it's a fresh face. They've never seen this person do this role, and they're all looking at it, and ballet dancers are very critical. We are just very critical creatures.
Let's just say it this way. When you are, like you said, in the studio doing a studio run or something, you have a lot of dancers around you, and all the dancers have the knowledge and experience.
Yes.
They know whether something's right or wrong.
Exactly.
Whereas an audience member
might not
necessarily know. They're just
Yes.
interested in the story and you will look good no matter what.
Yes, the dancers have heard all the corrections. They know what the ballet master, ballet mistress, or even the director is looking for. So they're going to be seeing and having a look, are you hitting those corrections? Are you turning out? All these sorts of things. So that can be quite, yes, you gotta get a thick skin for that, because it can also lower your self-confidence, and it's very easy to lose your confidence as a dancer. So I would really say, just enjoy it. Don't think about what people are thinking. Just go through each correction, each thing that you need to do, and you will actually forget about the people around you. You're thinking so much about your corrections instead.
And then at the end of the day, you will have done it successfully, and then you have gained the confidence to go on stage and do that in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
Where it all matters.
Exactly.
Another very hard thing mentally to deal with in dancing is the fact that you are always tired, and when people are tired, they tend to get, their moods tend to flip up and down.
Depends on who you are.
Yeah, you can go from being a super happy person in one moment to just being completely depressed in another moment.
And yeah, sometimes you might even snap at your friends and you don't mean to, or they might snap at you. And it's just because you are tired, you are stressed. I mean, doing 2 performances a day over a weekend is quite tiring, because it's not just the performances you do. You got to be there early to have class, to warm up. As a girl, you got to be there even earlier to do your makeup and your hair. And sometimes you might even have rehearsals, depending on the company that you are in. You might have rehearsals before the 2 performances. So you are really, really exhausted.
Exactly, and then you got to do the 2 performances to the utmost ability. So there's a lot of things, a lot of factors in this. And the best tip I can advise for if you're tired and stuff is just take a moment and breathe, and always just think about what you're saying to the people around you. This can always be a good thing, not just for dancing, but for life in general too.
And also it's important to get a lot of rest as much as you can. If you have a little bit of time, use that to take a nap. I know that a lot of dancers do that. They have their nap spaces in the dressing rooms.
That was me. Between shows, I'd be having a nap. I'd just sleep in the studio. Literally have my foam roller behind my neck, and I'd just pass out for like half an hour. An hour, yeah. You set an alarm, and then you wake up, and then...
Yeah. So that's very important to do that. To get enough rest. Rest is important for anything in life. You need to get enough rest.
And another good thing to counter that is also just get enough food and water and the nutrients that you need to carry on pumping through.
But that's another topic. We've actually done a video on this, and the link is over there.
Okay.
So the next thing is the monotony that comes with being a professional ballet dancer. You basically do the same thing every day. You wake up, you go warm up, you go do your class, you have rehearsals, maybe have lunch, more rehearsals, rehearsal, and then you go home and you're exhausted, and the same thing happens day after day after day. And this can become quite challenging if you are one of those dancers who are in the corps de ballet for many, many years. And
because you tend to do, the ballets tend to rotate, so you'll do like, it depends on the company, but you'll have, of course, Nutcracker at the end of every single year, and it can get very samey in a way.
Yes, especially if you're not given new roles or you're doing the same roles. Oh, this year I'm doing the same role, but I'm on that side of the corps de ballet, so it makes it a little bit more exciting. But otherwise, it's the same steps. It's the what we call same old, same old.
Same old, same old. And it's the same as doing class every day. It can feel kind of the same, and then you get stuck in the complacency zone.
Yes.
And this can be quite dangerous.
Yes. Why am I doing this? Oh, I hate my job. Oh, why? Oh, just becomes. It's another way to get depressed.
Exactly, and that's why we're saying the mental fortitude. So how we deal with that, the complacency, is one, have a goal. Make sure you have a goal, whether it's even break it down to a goal just for class. Like today I'm going to work on this, and then for rehearsals I'm going to work on this. And so that it's not just doing the same thing. You're always striving to improve yourself to the next level, to the next level.
I think this is why we really like doing international ballet competitions, because it was something we could do for ourselves that wasn't necessarily for the ballet company. It was for Jessica and James. And I think this was something that helped us through that. And some more advice I would possibly give you is if you are stuck in that circle, go and ask the director if you can learn a soloist role.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Yes.
Talk.
You'll be surprised that they will actually appreciate you wanting to come and ask them. What is the worst that can happen? They can say no. And then they might give you a reason why. Then you have something to work on.
Exactly. So setting those goals is so important to get out of the complacency zone. Another thing that's important is just to make sure that you know what you're doing this for.
Yes.
That is very important, to have the reason why.
If it's to impress your director, then you're probably not doing it for the right reasons. It should be for yourself, because we love dancing, because we love dancing, because it's part of our lives.
Yeah, we love it because we love
Makes us happy.
So you love dancing because you love dancing,
Yes.
and that is why you dance.
Exactly.
That is our thing. And if you've gotten to that point where there is no more reason why you should do it, then that's the point where you consider starting something else.
Yeah.
Just because if you don't love what you do, then why do it?
Exactly, because it is very hard to be a ballet dancer. This video is just one of the aspects that makes it really, really challenging. But hopefully what we have spoken about has given you a little bit of encouragement and some tips to help you work through these situations if that does happen to you.
And if you have any more questions or anything, just leave a question down below, type it in the comment section, and we could possibly make a continuous video further along down the road.
So if you like this video, please like, subscribe especially, and share the video. Don't forget, we also have a Patreon page where we upload all our live classes that we do every single Saturday. You have unlimited access to them, and they're only $5 a month to have all the classes whenever you need. And don't forget, we also have Instagram. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for episode 2 coming soon.
Bye.